Listen closely. The neon glow out there is not light, it's a veil. Those towers you worship, steel, glass, numbers climbing skyward, they are not monuments to progress. They are altars to accumulation. We traded stewardship of the soul for the management of things. And in doing so, we forgot the most terrifying power we possess, the will. You think you're trapped in a world you didn't choose. History says otherwise. History is a graveyard of civilizations that forgot how to dream ethically. Babel didn't fall because humans aimed too high. It fell because they tried to reach heaven with bricks instead of consciousness. Atlantis didn't drown because of knowledge. It drowned because wisdom rotted while technology bloomed. And now here we are again, building a brave new world where your desires are pre-selected, your attention is harvested, and your cage is lined with comfort. A cage is still a cage, even when the bars are gold. You have a choice, not someday. Now, with every thought, you are either turning hell into a garden or a garden into a furnace. So how do you walk the path? You stop being a spectator. You become humble enough to admit you know nothing, and disciplined enough to question everything, not emotionally, not ideologically, but against reality itself, against nature, against symmetry, against the cold, indifferent laws of physics. This is the Hermetic understanding. As above, so below. The universe is mental, but mental does not mean imaginary. Thoughts are structures. Attention is energy. Belief, repeated enough, becomes architecture. When fear is shared long enough, it gives birth to an egregore, a collective thought form that feeds on the very minds that created it. You are not just afraid, you are feeding something. Freud showed us the basement, where the monsters pace in the dark. Jung showed us the stars, etched into the psyche of the species itself. But knowledge alone is useless. You must build a cognitive fortress. You must learn to navigate the inner terrain with the same precision a cartographer maps a coastline. Your imagination is the lens. Your attention is the light. If you cannot aim it, someone else will use it. You want revolution? Then stop mistaking chaos for rebellion. The establishment doesn't fear your riots. It fears a mind it cannot colonize. We walk a razor's edge now. On one side, the sterile prison of pure materialism, a world without meaning. On the other, the howling abyss of psychosis, where meaning dissolves into madness. Most people freeze on one side or the other, but the initiate walks the middle pillar, balancing genius and madness like a tightrope walker over the void. And hear this clearly: if you cannot face your shadow, the tyrant, the coward, the murderer within, you have no business chasing the light. You will only become blind in brighter colors. This world is fractured. A false order reigns. A demiurgic system whispering that consumption is destiny and greed is nature. But wisdom, Sophia, is trapped in the machinery, waiting to be remembered. Our task is not escape. Escape is the fantasy of cowards. Our task is return, to bring the kingdom here, to reassemble the shattered light through deeds, not beliefs. This path is heavy. Every action echoes into the collective mind. Every choice feeds a future you may never see. Plant trees whose shade you will never sit beneath. Your name will be dust. Your body will return to soil, but your deeds, they cross the threshold. So store your gold in the spirit. Be humble enough to obey the laws of the leaf and the atom. Be bold enough to know your imagination is the forge of God. This is the wizard's path in the modern age, not robed in fantasy, but scarred by life, tempered by discipline, and bound by ethics. Once you see this, there is no return to victimhood. You become a creator, or you become fuel for someone else's fire.